Jonno, how you doing?
Yeah, good, Harry. How are you?
I'm very good. You look happy. I see a bit of life in your enthusiasm.
Might be because I've just finished stripping wallpaper.
How about your cricket? Are you fancy your chances? England going to make a comeback now?
Oh, it's really in the balance, isn't it? And I feel like a lot of the days, it's got to the end of the days of all the tests so far, and it's really been in the balance. As soon as one side pulls ahead, the other has somehow got back in it. Australia could have run away with the match yesterday and secured the Ashes, but Ben Stokes kept England in it. 2 wickets late in the day from Moeen Ali, getting Marsh and then
Steve Smith.
Steve Smith. England are alive in this game. They shouldn't be really after throwing away the wickets yesterday morning and before the end of play on Thursday. Losing track of my days.
It's only
Yes,
been 2 days. It feels like it's been 4 days because there's so much
it's
happened.
it's going at breakneck speed, which is probably what England want. I know that there's some bad weather about today on the third day, but they're hopeful, I think, for better weather tomorrow. But yeah, it's been good. So how are you fancying Australia's chances?
I agree with you overall. It is in the balance, and I think Australia should have run away with it. They wasted a golden opportunity to have a healthy lead going into the second innings. I think in the second test match, they had a lead of 90 runs, but they were always ahead of England. But then having that reduced it down to 26, 36, 26, I think. And Ben Stokes, again, what a freak. He was down on one leg. I think he had a problem.
Yeah, they were saying it was
His butt
a
was in
glute.
trouble.
Yeah.
That's what he was saying. Said that his butt's in trouble. But then he said, I just got a nod that I can't say that word. I think the proper word is gluteus maximus.
Yeah.
I think so. Anyway, but still, those sixes were amazing, and he's a freak. I think Australia need to watch out for him because if Australia give them a target of, let's say, 250, I would put my money on England. However, having said that, though, this is the second time that Ben Stokes has batted out of his skin in this test series. Although he couldn't get them over the line, but he almost did in the last test match. And in this one, yes, he's kept England alive. But you have to ask yourself, how long is he going to keep doing this? Someone in the higher order, they have to say, okay, we can't put too much pressure on Ben Stokes. So I think this is a very interesting test match. I think that today's play going to be very interesting. But I wanted to ask you, I'm starting to feel bad about David Warner. He's a character that I never really liked, especially after the Sandpapergate scandal. I felt really bad for Steve Smith because I know he didn't want to do it, but he didn't want to throw his mate under the bus either. It was all David Warner. And then it wasted his 1 year or 2 years.
Single year, just 1 year. Cameron Bancroft as well.
Bancroft got banned for good. He's never going to come back.
No,
But anyway,
he got banned for a year and he just hasn't.
Yeah, I know. I'm saying he's banned. Essentially, he's banned for life. You only get one go to play for your country. That chance is very rare.
He did get back in the side afterwards, though. He
once I think he didn't do well.
In the India, he played against the Indians, yeah.
But anyway, my point is, I felt bad for him because I think the curtains are falling. And I have a feeling he might be dropped because Michael Atherton was Glenn McGrath's biggest bunny. Darryl Cullinan was Shane Warne's biggest bunny. And now this guy, it was 17 times Warner has gotten out to Stuart Broad. Stuart Broad is laughing all the way to the bank. Do you feel bad for him?
Yeah, I don't really feel bad for him. I think Warner's always had that image as the punchy. He likes the fight. He likes the scrap.
He punched Joe Root, remember?
Yes, he did in the Ashes ago, in London. Yeah. That's right. Yeah. So yeah, I think Warner was really up for the fight, and I think in the first two tests he was doing okay. Like he made starts, but this test, yeah, he's just been. Stuart Broad's got back in that head. There's a lot of space in there, of course, to root around. But he's not. I don't think the balls that got Warner were doing anything particularly special. Warner got out playing bad shots. So, yeah, Stuart Broad's got 4 more goes at him, assuming he plays both remaining tests.
That's a big question mark.
Could see himself go up that list of the most wickets.
Yeah, you're right. Like he got some starts in previous test matches. He got 150, 64 or something he made. But yesterday, it looked like he was seeing this incredible Hulk running towards him instead of Stuart Broad because He tried to play this pull shot. He was too early into his shot. And then this was a decent ball. It wasn't a bad ball. It nipped away a little bit and it caught his outside edge. I have a feeling if it wasn't Stuart Broad, he would have negotiated that ball better than he did. And I think now the name Stuart Broad is probably playing on his mind all the time, every time he goes out. And I think, have you noticed, this is probably why Khawaja has been taking the first ball or first over, because giving your mate a bit of a break that, hang on, I've got your back. And that made him survive the first over because Stuart Broad bowled the first over. Says, okay, Warner, I got your back. You're not going to face him. I'll face him. But then, you can only survive for so long. Okay, so what can we expect in today's play? Australia are like 140 runs ahead, 4 wickets down. Mitch Marsh is looking really good. Scary. His cover drives are immaculate. Dare I say they are better than anyone, by any player in this series. They're so immaculate. His big levers, they're just very nice flow of the bat towards the cover region and just goes. It flies so strong. Big boy. Okay, I reckon he's more dangerous than Travis Head or Alex Carey. So what do you expect? What needs to happen for this test series? I'm actually rooting for England because I want the series to stay alive.
That's good to know. But yeah, I think England will be worried about Mitch Marsh. I think he said the other day that he's the only person to have scored a Test 101 on a holiday. But that's how he viewed his trip to England. He didn't expect to play. So when he went out there and hit that century on day one, he was playing with absolute freedom because he didn't expect. He knows he's not staying in the side because Green will probably take his place when that Green's fit again.
I don't think so. Not at the back. Not now. He's looked a better option than Green. Green is young. Mitch Marsh is towards the end of his career. He's, how old is he? 33, 34, maybe?
Somewhere around there.
Yeah, so anyways, he'll be in his 30s. So a lot of players do blossom late. And if he keeps scoring tons like this, if he makes another ton now, that's it. I think he'll stay there for at least another 4 or 5 tests.
It'd be very hard to drop him, wouldn't it? So England will want to get Marsh out. We know the damage that Travis Head can do, but aside from that first innings at Edgbaston, Head's actually been a bit quiet since then. And actually, what we saw yesterday evening was very sensible batting from Marsh and Head just to get through to that last hour to stumps. Not really going after playing too aggressive, just keeping calm, carrying on, as you say. So yeah, we'll see Mark Woods run in and bowl 90 mile an hour again. And that'll be the thing that's scaring the Australians when they go out to bat. It'll be interesting to see if Ollie Robinson bowls again because he went off
for back spasms on day one. Yeah,
back spasms, that's right. And I almost certainly suspect that we won't be seeing Ben Stokes bowling again, probably in the series, because he just keeps breaking down. First it's the knee, now it's the glute. England will want to keep him as wrapped up as they can. So yeah, we won't see him bowling. So England will be a bit short on bowlers if Robinson isn't bowling. So Moeen Ali and probably Joe Root's spin as well will come into the game more. But yeah, it's very evenly poised. And yeah, anything less than 250, you'd put good money on England chasing down.
Even with 300, depending on how fit Stokes is, the England top order has to fire if they want to chase down 300 runs. They can't rely on Stokes at the back end of the innings. Let's wrap this up with Mark Wood. You said before the test match that he's not a local Leeds boy, but he's just loved in Headingley for some reason. And we saw that. And he took a fifer. And he was clearly a different bowler. He stood out from the rest. Although I do wonder that, like, he's bowling in 90 miles, which is 145, 146 Ks. He's not hitting the 150 kilometers, which is like 93, 92, 93 miles an hour.
He's been bowling, I think his first spell on day one was averaging, 93. I think
that's good.
His top
Don't
speed
get me wrong.
95.
Yeah, sorry, I didn't mean to denigrate his pace. Obviously, he's brilliant. He's fast. I'm just saying that you're only as good as your opposition because I'm going to go a little bit nostalgic on you. In 2000s, we saw Shoaib Akhtar and Brett Lee, obviously, and then Sean Tate came in later on. And then Mitchell Johnson, who was bowling at 145 something, he wasn't regarded as the fastest bowler because we were spoiled by Akhtars and Lees. I saw one clip came up. Pakistan was playing against India. India was 190 for naught. and Shoaib Akhtar was bowling at 154, 55 Ks an hour. And I was like, what the hell is going on? But here, Mark Wood, again, no disrespect, he's faster, and I'm sure nobody wants to face him. But Australia was in all sorts against him. They lost those wickets in a flurry. Do you think he's going to make a difference? I'm betting that he's going to clean up. If Australia's not careful, they're going to lose a lot of wickets very quickly, 140 runs ahead.
Yeah, absolutely. As long as he had a good night's rest and can come back and bowl those speeds again, the way he went through Australia on Thursday evening, like a hot knife through butter. The balls to Cummins especially. Cummins, like, his bat was still up there by the time it hit his pad. He just couldn't.
To be fair, it actually got caught in the back pad, but yeah, you're right. It looked very comical. The bat was like, where is it? And he's no mug. Cummins is no mug. He's a decent bat.
Khawaja as well, exact same thing, just bowled fast at the stumps. Khawaja, I don't know if he wasn't expecting it because it'd been set up with the sort of the shorter balls previously. But yeah, that in-swinger he has to left-handers is perfect.
Yeah, it's lethal. And it swings late as well. Okay, guys, this is it. I think we've got a very exciting day ahead of us. And we would be watching, and we hope you'll be watching. If you like this video, please share and subscribe to the channel. Until next video, we'll see you again.